Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to explore 12 mental models that will completely transform how you think. These are cognitive frameworks used by some of the most successful people, entrepreneurs, thinkers, and innovators. Once you learn these models, you'll be able to make smarter decisions, solve problems faster, and even avoid common pitfalls. If you're ready to change the way you think forever, then let's dive right in. First up, number 1, the map is not the territory. This means that any model, map, or framework is only a simplified version of reality. It doesn't capture every nuance. A guide or a plan can help, but it's essential to stay flexible and open to new information as you navigate the real world. So you follow a fitness plan or investment strategy exactly. But if something unexpected happens, like a life event or a market crash, sticking rigidly to the plan won't work. The lesson? Don't mistake your plan or someone's advice as reality. Treat them as tools, not rules. Number 2, first principles thinking. This is about deconstructing a problem into its most basic components, then building solutions from the ground up. It's a powerful way to avoid relying on assumptions. Elon Musk used this approach with SpaceX. Instead of accepting that rockets were always expensive, he asked, what are the raw materials needed to build a rocket? And can we reduce the cost? By starting from scratch, they created reusable rockets and revolutionized the industry. Try using this mental model next time you're stuck. Break down a problem into smaller parts. What do you know for sure, and what assumptions can you discard? Number 3, inversion. This model flips conventional thinking. Instead of asking, what should I do to succeed? You ask, what should I avoid to avoid failure? Sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. Imagine you want to be healthier. Instead of obsessing over the best workouts or diets, ask, what habits will ruin my health? It could be smoking, eating junk food, or sleeping poorly. Once you identify those, avoid them. Sometimes removing obstacles is more effective than adding solutions. Next up is number 4, Occam's razor. This model suggests that, all things being equal, the simplest solution is often the correct one. Overcomplicating things can lead to confusion and wasted effort. If your car won't start, the simplest explanation is often the right one. Maybe the battery is dead. Sure, it could be a complicated wiring issue, but check the battery first. In work or personal life, always ask, is there a simpler way to solve this? Number 5, second-order thinking. This next mental model takes your decision-making to the next level. Second-order thinking asks, what will happen after this? And what will happen after that? Instead of just considering the immediate outcome, you think about the long-term consequences. Let's say a company wants to cut costs by laying off employees. In the short term, it saves money, but the second-order effect might be lower morale, reduced productivity, and customers noticing a decline in service. The key here is to always ask yourself, what will this decision lead to in the future? Now we have number 6, opportunity cost. Every time you choose one option, you're giving up the benefits of the next best alternative. Opportunity cost forces you to think carefully about how you spend your time, money, or energy. Let's say you spend your weekend binge watching Netflix. The opportunity cost could be missing out on learning a new skill, building relationships, or getting a workout in. This model helps you prioritize what really matters. Number 7, the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. It states that 80% of your results often come from just 20% of your efforts. Think about your daily tasks. Out of everything on your to-do list, only a few tasks drive most of your progress. Focus on those high-impact activities. In business, it could mean focusing on the top 20% of customers who generate 80% of revenue. Try this out. Look at your current projects and ask, what few tasks are producing most of my results? Double down on those. Number 8, confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when we favor information that confirms our existing beliefs and ignore anything that contradicts them. This can lead to poor decisions because we aren't seeing the full picture. If you believe a certain diet works, you might only focus on positive reviews while dismissing critiques. To combat this bias, actively seek out opposing views to make well-rounded decisions. Number 9, the law of diminishing returns. The law of diminishing returns states that after a certain point, Adding more effort or resources produces smaller benefits. This applies to everything: work, studying, or even exercising. After studying for 6 hours, the 7th hour may not add much value. The lesson? Focus on finding the optimal amount of effort and know when to stop pushing for minimal gains. Number 10, the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy occurs when we keep investing time, money, or energy into something just because we've already spent a lot on it, even when it no longer makes sense. Think of someone staying in a toxic relationship because they've been together for years. The smarter approach is to ask, if I were starting fresh, would I still make the same choice? If not, it's time to walk away. Number 11, the circle of competence. The circle of competence means knowing the boundaries of your expertise and staying within them when making decisions. This model encourages humility. Focus on what you know and be cautious in areas where you lack expertise. Even Warren Buffett admits he avoids industries he doesn't understand. The key takeaway? Stick to what you know and seek expert advice when venturing outside your circle. Number 12, regression to the mean. Regression to the mean refers to the idea that extreme events, whether good or bad, tend to return to the average over time. This means that outliers are often temporary. Let's say a student scores exceptionally high on a test. The next test might see a lower score, not because they didn't try, but because extreme performances are usually followed by more average results. The same applies in sports, business, or life. Outliers often balance out. Understanding this model helps you stay grounded. Don't get overly excited by highs or discouraged by lows. Things often stabilize in the long run. These mental models are game changers, but real growth happens through practice. Pick one or two and apply them in your decisions starting today, whether at work, school, or personal life. Small shifts in how you think can have a huge impact. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We explore topics that help you think smarter, live better, and achieve your goals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.